Om Shanti, English Avyakt versions, 14th of May 1970. Today Baba has brought a gift from the subtle reason. Tell me, do you know what gift I have brought? In the avyakt form, even the gift would be avyakt. Today I have brought a mirror from the subtle reason. Why Baba? Why has Baba brought a mirror? What is the special program for which all of you have come here? Have you come to surrender someone, or have you come to become complete? Baba has brought the mirror from the subtle reason to see the face of everyone who is to be surrendered and to show it to everyone else. Have you already surrendered? Have all of you surrendered? Which of you in this gathering think that you have already surrendered? What is called surrender? Have you surrendered your body consciousness? Have you surrendered, or have you totally surrendered yourselves? Say yes or no. Have you totally surrendered your body consciousness? Why are you not saying yes to this? Have you surrendered your nature? This is effort in this. When will you have the ceremony for surrendering your nature? You have come to celebrate the ceremony of the surrender of the Kumaris, but Babdada wishes to celebrate the ceremony, surrender of nature. But Babdada wishes to celebrate that ceremony. When will you celebrate that? This is why Baba said that he has brought a mirror. Baba is seeing three things in that mirror. One is the surrender of your nature, second is the surrender of your body consciousness, and thirdly, the surrender of your relationships. The surrender of the body is the surrender of the attachment to the physical senses. Baba is seeing three things in the mirror. When you have the ceremony for the surrender of your nature, then you will have a vision of the perfect image. What will you receive as part of the dowry? When you have attained the complete fortune of marriage, Suhag, fortune of being constant married, that is, someone who is not widowed, you will automatically receive the dowry of an elevated fortune. By constantly having the fortune of marriage, you will also be able to keep your fortune for all time. People speak of being fortunate in the fortune of marriage. So, to constantly have the fortune of marriage means to have a fortune for all time. The more one has the fortune of marriage, the more elevated the fortune one has. The sign of the fortune of marriage is a bindi, tilak. There are both the chindi, head decoration, and the bindi. So, those who constantly have the fortune of marriage constantly have the awareness of the point. If you constantly have the stage of the point, then you will constantly have the fortune of being married. See your fortune through your own fortune of marriage. The greater the fortune of marriage you have, accordingly, you have fortune. If you have an imperishable fortune of marriage, you have an imperishable fortune. In order to constantly having the fortune of marriage, you must remember four things. Which four things? Tell Baba even one out of these four aspects. Just as you have prepared your physical dowry and come here, in the same way, what dowry of effort do you need to have? Which four aspects? One is that the aim of your life should constantly be in front of you. Secondly, Bapdada's direction should be in front of you. Thirdly, the message, and fourthly, keep your original home in front of you. That is, by keeping the aim of your life constantly in front of you, your effort will become intense. While making effort, if you keep Bapdada's direction in your awareness, you will receive success in your effort, and you also have to give everyone the message. This is called service. And what else do you know now have to remember? Your original home. That is, we now have to return home. The time has come very close. If any one aspect out of the four is missing, then that weakness means that you are a weak effort maker. In order to remove the weakness, keep these four terms in front of you. Babdada is giving the children a new title, the lawmakers. Many people give the title of peacemakers, but today Babdada is giving you all the title of being lawmakers. You are the creator of all the laws that will exist in Satyug. If you keep it in your awareness that You are the lawmakers. Then you will think about and consider everything before you take any step. Just think that whatever step you are taking, it is becoming a law. Just as whatever is finalized by the justice or chief justice becomes a law. In the same way, all of you who are sitting here are justices. You are the lawmakers. This is why you must not perform any wrong actions. Since you are the lawmakers, whatever thoughts you have, whatever steps you take, when the entire world see you doing that, they will follow you. Your subjects will follow all of you. So consider yourselves in this way whilst you perform every action. Although all of you are lawmakers, there is a number in this too. Today, Bab Dada was smiling on seeing this gathering. So many lawmakers have gathered together. Do you move along considering yourselves in this way? When you consider themselves to be responsible to such an extent, all little things will automatically be finished. Second part of avyakt versions. 14th of May 1970. You also have the slogan, whatever I do, others will see me and do the same. So you will only be able to carry out a task accurately when you remember this slogan. Do not consider yourselves to be alone. There is your kingdom behind each one of you. They are also observing you. Therefore, always remember, whatever actions I perform, others who see me will also do the same. What will happen through this is that the ceremony for the surrender of everyone's nature and sanskars will take place very soon. You now have to make preparations very quickly in order to bring this ceremony onto the stage. Acha. Surrender ceremony of two Kumaris. Today, what task have you called me for? In Satyug, the mother and father will sit you on the throne. Do you know which tilak you receive for the kingdom at the confluence age? Have you already applied the tilak of the confluence age, or do you still have to apply it? Have you claimed the throne of the confluence age? There is the crown of the responsibility. There is the crown of the responsibility of service, but which is the throne? Only after you have claimed the throne of the confluence age can you claim the throne in Satyug. Have you decorated yourself with all the jewelry, or are you still doing that too? At present, you are decorated with jewelry. All these customs and systems begin at the confluence age, because the confluence age is the time to sow the seed for everything. Just as there is a time for sowing seeds, in the same way, the confluence age is the time for sowing the seed of every divine system. The seed of everything is sown through the seed form. Together with sowing that seed, all of you must also help in sowing these seeds. Today it is not an ordinary function, but you were told that you are the lawmakers. Today is the day for sowing the seed of the system and customs. Do you have that much intoxication? All the systems are created by Brahmins. You are instruments for such a huge task to change the world. In how much time will you change the world? In how much time will you make yourselves ready? Are you ever ready? In what form are all of you experiencing yourself? In what form are all of you sitting? As is the day, so is the form. This court of the confluence age is even greater than the court of the golden age. Are all of you seeing yourselves decorated with all the decorations, or are you just seeing these two Kumaris? Each decoration of the confluence age of all of you is more elevated than the decoration of the golden age. So Babdada is seeing all the decorated images. The crown of the golden age is nothing compared to this crown. You have the crown of the confluence age. What effort will you make so that this crown and this throne remain eternal? There are three things to remember for that: the customs and systems of the surrender ceremony and the coronation ceremony exist in the confluence age in one form or another. Do you know what the customs and systems of this world are? How many types of customs and systems do they have? The second one is through the Brahmins, the second is through the court, the third is in the temple by the gurus. The seed for all these three is sown here in one form or another. Madhuban is a temple, it is a living temple. The marriage of the soul with the Supreme Soul takes place in this temple. Together with that, the system of a court begins here. You are told that you are the lawmakers. They make a promise in front of you, and so this is a court, is it not? All the three systems takes place at the conference age in an alokik way, and their memorials continue in a physical way. Acha, what three things do you have to remember? One is that you must move along whilst considering yourselves to be benefactor. Secondly, to be egoless. And thirdly, to be those who have a right. You have to keep your right in front of you and also keep the virtue of being egoless in front of you. And you must also keep in front of you the task of bringing benefit. You must always remember these three things. No matter how much someone disregards you, your vision and attitude must be of bringing benefit. You must move along considering yourselves to be those who have all right and yet be egoless. To the extent that you have a right, be egoless that same extent. Then this crown and throne will remain eternal. Acha. Om Shanti. Question: which children can never be attacked by Maya? Answer: those who constantly remain combined. If you remain combined with Baba, Maya will not be able to attack you. If you become alone, you will come under the influence of Maya. In order to defeat you, Maya first separate you from the Father and then attacks you. So you now know the tactics of Maya. You have become sensible and so you cannot be deceived. Question: what is the basis of a stable stage? What are the signs of those who have a stable stage? Answer: the basis of a stable stage is the remembrance of the one Father. If there is the remembrance of many, your stage will not be stable, but the stage will be that which fluctuates. And there is the experience of the sweetness of all relationships, that is, the experience of all relationships with one and all attainments from one. The intellect cannot go anywhere else. Since there is only one, there is no one else. The intellect cannot become mischievous. Those who have a stable stage will constantly be loved and remain detached. Those who are loved by God will be loved by everyone. Om Shanti.